no, let me just feed 1965. They tell, and they shout at will tell you that I've ever seen that. So I have to advise you to know the pin and this issue of push yourself. Pin is a secret number. Anyone can use this to his advantage. So these are some of the things that we still have for the spiritual. And as long as the technology advances, the gap will still be there. So the need for continuous bringing together or filling the skills gap. Technology is bringing a lot of things. When I went to Zimbabwe, the first time I went to Zimbabwe, that was before the war. It was 1992. That's when I visited Harare. The first time for me to visit Zimbabwe, 1992, and it was so fast. We were dividing around 7 a.m. and then arriving around 7 a.m. as well. Harare Mosquito, it's a stage somewhere. It's a very popular wherever it is. I think so. Yeah, so we're 2 of us. But surprisingly, the conference that was going forward, you know, that Europe was there somewhere. So this is where I noticed the advanced technology. I remember I went to a tap just to wash my hands. Now the taps we have here normally do this. At that time, but these were these ones like the ones in the washroom station. Just do that and then go. So it becomes difficult for me, how is the water going to come? I don't know for where I was looking. Now by accident, my hand was below and I found the water coming. Who has opened this? You see, these are things we keep on learning. So the skills gap will still be there. And also, the other thing is, one of the challenges for human resource training and development is the need for lifelong learning. Sometimes when you, at my age, and this is one of the ages, when we talk about demographics, this is the age that is difficult to take on new ideas. So what I'm trying to say is, we need to instill in people the need for lifelong learning. Lifelong, meaning that people should know that they will not know everything because they are at this particular age. And every time there are gaps, and you need to understand that learning is a lifelong issue. There's no fact. It's very difficult to change the knowledge of people. Remember the definition of learning is something that it has a permanent change in the knowledge and the attitude, and therefore learning. Okay? So it's sometimes difficult for people to change their attitude because they think they already know a lot. That's the problem. But learning is lifelong. I will die without knowing everything. Nobody dies after knowing everything. You keep on learning. Learning never ends. No matter at what age. 90 years you still have not known everything. So in human resource, one of the challenges is that people don't think learning is a lifelong career. They think when they have got a degree, they know everything. That's not true. They also think that when they have got a degree, there's somebody who is below them but not teach them. That's not true. We learn from everyone. So we also have to understand that the organization has to learn. Organizational learning. So under point number 2 that we are going to cover, which I'm sure in the 6 remaining hours to cover is challenges for HRD. And these are the points that are the challenges. But I would also like to cover, time to a meeting, the framework for HRD process is very important. The framework for HRD process. You see, this module is trying to give you how you can design and develop a training and development framework in your organization. do what we call needs assessment. Then you design how you are going to impart the knowledge like so. So that is also very important. We need to do the framework for human resource development process. And time permitting, now the last one, in the remaining 6 hours will be motivation, reward, and recognition system management for human resource training and development. Motivation, reward, and recognition system management. Yeah. Motivation, reward, recognition system management. This in relation to HRD. How does motivation and reward and recognition system management help in human resource development? How does it help? We will also look at yourself as a student. We use these things. We motivate, we teach you, we reward you, we give you marks, and we recognize and we move to another phase. For example, now we're moving into another semester, but also we might be moving into another year 2, year 3, or 4. These are the systems that are already there in the education system. So if you are in year 1, you are not in year 2. If you are not in year 2, you are not in year 3. So you see the year 1, year 3, year 3 is a reward and recognition system. We realize, we recognize that no, you need to go to this level at this particular time. So these ones are my plans. I also talk to you about the human capital management, which critical areas we have to foresee. And I have in mind one area that we cannot forget, that is measuring human capital management. That one I also want us to, I don't remind you the 6 hours, and it will take 4 hours to do the human capital management, because that's key to your cost, to your money, and also to you as a human resources manager. Because the issue, the greatest issue in human capital management is, yes, we are talking about value. But how do you measure value? This will be very important. How do you measure value? Because if anything, or if anyone asks you what was your lecture telling about human capital management, I think you will not forget that he was talking about the value and contribution of people, of individuals in an organization. That's human capital management. So the issue that we have not yet covered, which will be the next section, which I want to focus, and I wouldn't be worried if we finish on that area, is there a way that we can measure people's contribution to the organization? Is there any way? Because we can measure the value of this by looking at how much I bought it. Very easy. If I bought this at 150,000 and I bought this one at 35,000, then this one is of more value than this one. In other words, I can measure the value. That's what I know. But I can also measure the value of this one. It's not just how much I pay, but how much it is giving me what I want from it. You see, what is, you talk about the space and so on. If I can put in notes, I can put in something and find there's still space, then it means it is still value. When this one, you put in something, it says you need to create some space, it's full. Then that means that has also got to do with value. So, in the human capital management, at all costs, the remaining 6 hours, we have to see how we can measure value that people contribute to the organization. And it will be very, very interesting when you look at some of the models that are developed in terms of human capital management. For example, how does this university measure my contribution? It's quite interesting. We shouldn't just be talking about, no, human capital management is about the contribution and the value and the intellectual capital that people bring to the organization. The thing is, can we measure? What is the contribution of myself to the university? How can the university measure my contribution? Is there a way of measuring my contribution? Do we have what we call a quantitative method in terms of figures? Is my contribution 20 or 30 or 50? This is what we will have to look. So we will look at the human index measurement tool. There are so many tools that we look at that people have developed in trying to come up with measuring the value of contribution. Because this will be very important. When you see human capital management and human resource training and development, as I said, they are the same point but both different sides. Yes, one is the head, the other is the tail. For you to recommend training and development, it means you have measured the performance of an individual, of the worker, and you have identified that there is a gap. Now, how have you measured that there is a gap between what you want and what he is capable of doing? That's where, so when by training that person, by developing that person, by filling the gap, it means you are also increasing his value to the organization. So these things are talking to each other. If they notice that somewhere I'm not delivering, it means I've got a gap. And for them to assist me, they will maybe arrange a special training for me. So for you to fill this gap with trade. But as they are doing that, they are increasing the value that I have and my contribution to the organization. But at the same time, we are also doing training and development. So they are talking to each other. As I said, human resource planning, human capital management, human resource training and development, they are all talking about the same thing. The focus is on the individual. The focus is on the worker. The message that we are giving you as somebody who is pursuing a human resources management program is that the human being is very important in one organization. The human being is very important in an organization. So there should be efforts to align. The align means what I think and what the organization expects from me are on the same level. You need to align human beings or people in organizations to fine-tune them. The way you select which radio station you want. Let's fine-tune people in organizations so that they are at the same wavelength as what the organization is looking for. I think this is the summary of what we are trying to put into you. That people have to be fine-tuned. That the people's contribution to the organization has to be in line with the objectives of the organization. That where you notice gaps between what people are able to do and what the organization expects, if there is a gap, we can train and develop. That we should realize that people want to grow in organization. And that we should also realize that people will not stop learning. They should be given room to learn, because learning will give them new knowledge and skills, and that will effectively develop their competencies. Competence means capability to start. I cannot handle a master's program. I can't, because that's my head. So if I have to teach a master's program, then I have to be capacitated. Then I have to be trained. Then I have to add something to my qualifications so that I can now start handling master's program. You see, learning does not end. So based on that, as I said, my emphasis today is on approaches to human resource development. What are some of those? And that connects very well directly to the HRD factors. The three great ones: the training and development, the organizational development, and the career development. So that will be that next lecture. But for today, I want to focus on the approaches to human resource development. But let me give a summary of objectives of human resource development. A summary, like a summary. So now we can take off to the approaches. HRD objectives.
The first was just the question about it was brought by outreach and like the aims of the program which are adopted to distribute and increase organization capabilities.
Did we continue?
Now we only in the past, we are putting
Aligning.
it and it identifies the elements of the framework as a business strategy, organization,
Okay. Alright. Good. That is alright. But the summary of the current objectives, I'll continue to that, is to maximize the utilization, I'm doing this because now we are under pattern, so we need to get whatever we can get utilization of human resources. Maximize the utilization of human resources for the achievement of individual and organizational goals. For the achievement summary of the objectives of human resource development, training and development. So we normally just say HRD, of course there is a component of training there. So one of the objectives as a summary one is to maximize the utilization of human resources for the achievement of individual and organizational goals. So we want to maximize utilization. This is exactly what I've been talking about through and through. Utilize means to use to your advantage. Use to your advantage, that's utilization. This word utilization is not very far from the way, in terms of being almost the same, utility. So utilization is utility. When you say utility, is something that you use for your convenience. So we want to maximize the utilization for human resources for the achievement of individual and organizational goals. Personal development, organizational development. That's why we'll look at that, the HR functions, which are the functions later. The other one, which is the summary, is to provide an opportunity, for the development of human resources, in the expression of talent. I like this one again, the good summary. In the expression of talent and potential. In the expression of talent, to provide an opportunity for the development of human resources in the expression of talent and potential. The last part is very important. We want to give an opportunity to develop our human resources in the expression of talent and potential. You are somebody who is engaged in sports, and I think this should make sense to you. When people are going for training, we would like them to realize their talent and potential. The funny thing about sports is that you train people, and yet those people already have got their talent, and they already have got their potential. But the training sessions are done to develop that talent, to increase and develop another skill. Why should Cristiano Ronaldo go for training? It's very interesting. And it's surprisingly, he's trained by somebody who is not a star performer before. I don't think coaches are the best players. Even your coaches in basketball. I'll go with them one day so that you go and take my position. Are they going to reform? I don't think so. But you see, they still have got certain things that they can impart on you. What would be the problem if you just woke up one day and you go into the field of play without even going for training for 2 weeks? What is the problem? Wouldn't you play?
You will play.
Yeah, but what is the problem then? Why should they travel every weekend to go for training or every day? What is the reason? What is the reason? You are already a basketball player, so why should we go for training?
To maintain your skills and to develop more. Because if you keep practicing, you can do more than what you talent. The talent.
And I like what you have said. You can do more than what that does. Means you can go do more than what you're doing. So in other words, we should realize that we still have this potential. Potential means you are here, but you can be here. So this is the potential. That's why you keep on being trained. So training drives you towards this stage. But the problem is when you reach stage, you notice also that there is a gap. So it's continuous. That's why I'm saying one of the challenges is for people to realize that training is a lifelong thing. You can't reach point. Even when you reach this stage, you notice that there is another gap. So it's continuous. So as you have rightly said, the training is showing you that you can do more than what. So in other words, you are here as a basketball player. But through the training, you can reach this point. And through the training, you can also reach that point. You need to get prepared. You train yourself. You get trained and you develop. And because you develop, it means you will be up to date. So it's fitness and growth. Fitness and growth. So this second summarized point about HRD objectives is we want to make sure that we train people and develop just like you do in basketball or football, netball. No matter they already know the thing, they still have to be trained because they can do more than what they are doing at the moment. I wish this is the type of thinking that we had in our workplaces. Training is normally challenged by sometimes the experience that we have. I've always said that experience is not a good thing. And I don't like advertisements, job advertisements where you're saying somebody with a minimum of 10 years experience or 5 years experience. The problem with people with experience is that they are very tough to train. It's very difficult because they are full of all the knowledge which they don't want to give up. Honestly, they have got hold of knowledge that they learned so many years ago and they don't want to give it up. So experience may not be the right thing because we can train you better than they can train you. If they were offered as a job, human resources manager, human resources manager, I tell you, you will be trainable. But to me, I will resist. If someone brings a new idea, I'll say no, but this is not the way we used to do it because I've got experience. So experience sometimes hinders learning because you want to pretend that you already know. While if you are still fresh and just graduated, you are ready to take on new ideas in the workplace. Then the third one, which is the last one, as a summary of the objectives of HRD is to develop constructive mind and the personality of employees. Develop constructive mind and personality of employees. After going through a 6-month training in the Malay Police Service or the Malay Defense Force, you come out a very different personality. You will not be what you are here in this class. If you study in the West to attend 6 months, it's only 6 months in Malay before you will become a soldier in the Malay Defense Force, or you become a police officer in the Malay Police Service. Definitely, you come back here, you become a different person. Your personality will change for you. So it is also the HRD is to develop constructive minds and for the personality of the person. I have one weekend student who I simply had to verify that he is a soldier. I never asked him, but I can tell you the way he behaves, the way he responds or reacts to me, I really said, oh, this one is a soldier. And when I asked him, he said, yeah, yes, I'm waiting for the man in the face. He said, how do you know? I said, no, your reactions, your personality, the way you do that. Because every time he comes into class and he sees me in front, he does that. Oh. Yeah. And he does it automatically, he doesn't know he's doing it. So when he does that, then I say, this one must be. Because that's the way, that's what they are trained to do. That's the way. So automatically I noticed. You see, training should be aimed at changing the way you do things. It should aim at developing you. It also gives you a constructive mind and personality towards the field that you are in. A soldier is a soldier. A police officer is a police officer. And I've noted in Malawi that the police officers, you see, sometimes they don't have to be in uniform. When I'm moving around town, sometimes I just say this one must be a police place. Even if they're in civilian, one, the way they look at people gives them away that they're police officers. They have known that, you see, because even when they are interrogating these people at the police station, the only thing they do to get the truth from these things is to look at them in the eyes. And they can tell you are the one who has stolen. Directly. If you look to this other side, they know it's the truth. Because they have been trained to see the fake tells more than what people say. That's what is being taught to them in the police service. The policemen are taught that the fake tells more truth than what people had said by their words. So what would be the reason if I said you are the one who has stolen that thing? What should be the reason for me to move away from you? It's because I'm hiding the truth. So the police people, and once they can ask you 2 times the same question, the next answer will be, yes, but you see, they know that's the truth. They don't have to whip them in order to get the truth. That is very old-fashioned. Just use these techniques. Look at him in the eye. If he is not willing to look at you back at you, then there is something wrong, or something he is trying to hide. That's what it is. Yeah. So, I thought these 3 are very important, and in summary, as we are going towards winding up this course, the main objectives of HRD. Now, going back, I'm happy that you have reminded me that we do that the strategic HR framework approach. That was 1 strategic HR framework. We did that. I think we talked, as you said, it was developed by Ulrich and Beck in 1990, and the framework aims at aligning HR practices to build critical organizational capabilities. Maybe I just also start from there and emphasize what it means aligning HR practices. Since now we have selected what we need to cover for the mid-semester examinations, which will be end of semester examinations for you, then we need just to fine-tune and add information to it. One is aligning HR practices to build critical organizational capabilities. It's to build critical organizational capabilities. You need to understand that. You need to understand that. Yes, we did it last week. And thank you for reminding I thought we just say we would do approaches to HRD from today. But that also gives us an advantage. The first approach is strategic HR framework. Ulrich and Leck thought that there must be a strategic HR framework. A framework is like any other framework. A framework is something that becomes like a skeleton under which you can build something. If you want to, it's a skeleton, it's a sketch, some sort of a sketch. Strategic HR framework. You see, remember I talked about this when I was giving you the strategic role of HR in organizations. Strategic is, as I said, a military originated word. It's strategio or strategos, which means the art of war, defeating an enemy, outwitting somebody. That's strategic. You may decide, I know people play draft, and seriously, some people play chess. The thing is, you need to have a strategic approach to that. Winning is not just being powerful, it has to do with strategic. The word strategy or strategic or whatever has to do with the intellectual weapon that you use. It's an intellectual weapon. It's not the power physical, it's the intellectual. The way you position things, the way you do things. In basketball, sometimes your winning may not just be based on the best players that are fielded in the field of play. It could also be the coach's strategy to say, first, let me start with this. First, let me do this. You know, when a lion wants to catch animals, it uses a strategy. When a lion wants to do something, sometimes the female lions will be the ones that will be pushing the prey, the animals, not knowing that they are pushing them slowly towards the male lion that will catch them. So there is always some sort of technique, there is always some sort of intellectual weaponry used in the strategy. So this HR framework, whatever I say, should be considered based on this way. That is a framework that shows how your human resources can be positioned, how your human resources can be capacitated, how they can be positioned, how they can be capacitated, and how they can be motivated. How they can be motivated. This has to do with aligning HR practices to build critical organizational capabilities, where who should we put at a particular level in the organization? What qualities do those people? And this is the human resource function. You need to place your people strategically so that they know